again. I hope that all of your back-to-school seasons have gone very calmly, as easy as they can be. I hope not many people had, crazy hectic first weeks back. Yeah, but I just wanted to show you kind of some school supplies and have a chill video for you. So that's what we're going to do. So the first thing that I am going to show you is a book that I purchased for one of my lectures. And this is quite a large book here. Oh, and it's gonna be backwards, but it says a history of Russia, Central Asia, and Mongolia. And then it says Volume 1, Inner Eurasia from Prehistory to the Mongol Empire. And it is by David Christian and published by Blackwell Publishing. Under the series The Blackwell History of the World. And I'm not really sure just exactly what this photo is depicting, or this painting. It's on a photo, but I think I can see people in the Janissary uniform, so maybe it's, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure these are Janissaries because he has the tall hat and the red outfit. This book I got it used as well because my school's bookstore will give you a discount if you're buying the book used, which is really nice because this is in perfect condition. Really, it's pretty, maybe not perfect, but it's in pretty good condition, and I don't know, I don't mind giving a used book a new home, so that's a pretty good thing. So the back blurb on this book says, "This is a history of Russia, Central Asia, and Mongolia from the time of the first inhabitants of the region up to the breakup of the Mongol Empire in 1260 AD. Inner Eurasia, as the author defines it, comprises most of the former Soviet Union and Russia's huge territories in Siberia, Russia's former empire in Central Asia, China's Central Asian Empire, and Mongolia, both the parts within China and those within the Mongolian People's Republic. The author presents Inner Eurasia as a coherent region with an underlying unity in geography and history despite its cultural and ecological variety. This volume, the first of two surveying this region, charts developments from the Old Stone Age through the changes under such peoples as the Scythians, the Huns, and the Turks, to the emergence of an identifiable Rus, the society from which modern Russia and Ukraine have evolved. The book sets political events in the broadest context of social and economic change, linking evolution to the vast geography of the territories it describes. Together with Volume 2 covering the period up to the present, the work represents the most thorough, up-to-date study of this fascinating and much misunderstood region of the world." And then the author's blurb says that he's a professor of history at San Diego State University. His BA and doctorate are from Oxford, and his previous publications include Bread and Salt, A Social and Economic History of Food and Drink in Russia, Living Water, Vodka in Russian Society on the Eve of Emancipation, and Imperial and Soviet Russia, Power, Privilege, and the Challenge of Modernity. Oh, and then here's the answer to what's going on in the illustration on the cover, that I thought that this was a Janissary, but it says that the cover illustration is an 18th century nomadic camp painting by Geisler from P.S. Palace, travels through the southern provinces of the Russian Empire in the years 1793 and 1794. Okay, so maybe maybe not a janissary, I'm not too sure. Cover designed by Miller, Craig, and Cooking. And visit our website at http, what is that called? http://www.blackwellpublishing.com. Oh my gosh, the person wrote notes in here. That's interesting. The person who bought this before me has notes written in there. I wonder if they'll be useful for me. Maybe not, because I cannot really read their writing. That's kind of unfortunate. Political strategy. I can't even. Can you guys read that? I can't read that at all. I mean, it would be backwards for you as well, so that's even one step that makes it harder, but I cannot read this person's writing. I'm sure that their comments are very insightful, but unfortunately I will not know what they said. Here's one that says Russian commerce. Not sure. Let's see the table of contents in this book. Maybe I can read you a bit of a passage in the book. Okay, so we have a geography section, we have prehistory. Okay, we're going all the way back. The Scythian, okay, that could be interesting. Turkic empires and Islamic civilization. Okay, let's go to the Scythian era. The Scythic era in page 123. Okay, so we're getting there. Okay. The Scythic and Hunnic eras, 1000 BCE to 500 CE. Let's see what's interesting. Okay, this is kind of interesting. Okay. Let me clear my throat while I read. Okay, so it says, the Scythic era, the Scythic culture complex. And then he says, late in the second millennium or early in the first millennium, there are many signs of increasing mobility in the steppes. If there was a single epicenter to these changes, it probably lay in central or eastern Kazakhstan and South Siberia, for sources from the west, south, and east all seem to portray movements away from this point. We do not know precisely why mobility increased in this period. Some researchers have stressed the role of climatic changes. The cooler and drier climates that dominated much of the first millennium probably made farming harder in the lands of the steppe bronze cultures. Pastoralists reacted by grazing their herds over larger areas and becoming more nomadic, or by engaging in irrigation farming, or by seeking new pasture lands in better watered lands further south. If modern analogies are any guide, such changes would have intensified conflicts over pasture lands and encouraged the formation of larger tribal alliances. In this way, cooler and more arid climates may explain the emergence of more mobile, more warlike, and more state-like groups of pastoralists. Alternatively, as a previous chapter has suggested, an increase in mobility may reflect long-term cycles leading to periodic overpopulation with or without the intervention of climatic change. As human and animal populations rose during the second millennium, they would have increased conflicts over pasture lands. The rapid urbanization of Central Asia in the first millennium suggests that there was also an overpopulation in neighboring agrarian regions, though here it could be accommodated by expanding irrigation networks and urban settlements. This may explain why rising mobility in the steppes was accompanied by rapid urbanization in southern Central Asia, Khorasan, along the Black Sea, and in Xinjiang. Increasing mobility in the steppes and rapid urbanization to the south may also reflect an intensification of trans-ecological trade with Outer Eurasia. It has been suggested, for example, that the spread of chariot warfare in China and Mesopotamia created a demand for steppeland horses in numbers that could only be satisfied by importing horses from the steppes. But intensified urbanization in northern China, Central Asia, and the Mediterranean world may also have increased the demand for horses, leather, and other goods from the steppes. An increase in the demand for horses would have encouraged pastoralists to expand their herds and compete for more pasture lands. Pastoralists with large herds would have used larger areas, which meant looking after their herds from horseback, following them on long migrations, and, when necessary, fighting for new pasture lands. Intensified exchanges with agricultural regions would also have increased the resources available to regional tribal leaders and enhanced their political and economic power. Finally, there may be technological explanations for increasing mobility and conflict in the steppes. Particularly important is the appearance of small but powerful and accurate compound bows that could be fired from horseback. Compound bows combine several different materials, including wood, horn, and sinews, which gave them added strength and flexibility. They appear from as early as the 3rd millennium in Mesopotamia and Inner Eurasia. However, the smaller and more efficient compound bows used by the Scythians and shaped like Cupid's bow are known only from the 9th century BCE. Though small enough to be used from horseback, they had a remarkable draw length which gave them great power and accuracy. As a result, they greatly enhanced the effectiveness of mounted archers and led to the emergence of a more mobile, expansionistic, and militaristic style of pastoralism. Indeed, Polyblanc has, I don't even know what that is, Polyblanc has argued that it was the power of its mounted archers that really distinguishes the classic horse nomadism of Inner Eurasia and allowed the formation of the steppe empires as powerful in their way as the agrarian empires emerging in Outer Eurasia. All these scenarios are plausible, but at present the evidence is too imprecise to test any of them rigorously. Whatever the cause, there was clearly a sort of phase change in the steppes late in the 2nd millennium or early in the 1st millennium, and this entailed widespread warlike migrations over large areas of Inner Eurasia. Increased mobility helped establish a unified zone of mobile pastoralism with a relatively homogeneous culture. Elements of this culture were shared not only by people speaking ancient forms of Iranian, but also by groups speaking ancient forms of Turkic and Mongolian, while its symbolism may derive, at least in part, from the traditions of the forest world. Watson describes these cultures as Scythic. Many artistic motifs spread from the steppes and the Altai into the Ordos region of northern China. Other elements of the Scythic culture, such as three-sided arrows and compound bows, may have traveled in the opposite direction. Watson has suggested that the diagnostic features of a Scythic culture were: number 1, the adoption of iron metallurgy; 2, the use of the Okinakis, a short sword of specific design and systematic development; number 3, the customary conservative use of certain artistic motifs, particularly the stag and the animal combat, all of which are combined with number 4, the pastoral nomadic life and a patriarchal, little centralized social organization. We could add to this list 5, the use of improved compound bows; 6, the widespread use of bronze cauldrons; 7, the making of deer stones; and perhaps the most important of all, 8, the appearance for the first time in the steppes of complex horse harness, which suggests a qualitative improvement in techniques of riding. And now we have some illustrations in the book of the Scythic cultures, tools and artistic motifs. So here you can see their quick draw bows and the components of them. It will be backward to you, unfortunately, but here are the different types. And there's some of the different artworks and motifs that characterize the Scythic culture of the Scythians, the Scythians, the Scythians, the Scythians. Oh yeah, oh you know, I think that's modern. Okay, anyways. Yeah, so this is very dense and rich in knowledge, so I'm looking forward to reading it. Should be quite interesting, I hope. So that's that. The second thing that I would show you is I got this really, really cute keyboard, and I'm actually wanting to do some like typing videos with it because I think it makes really nice sounds. So yeah, but it's a really like a cute kind of colorway, as I would say like a very light like peony color of pink for the main keys, and then a more coral color for like the accent keys, I guess. And then the special features of this keyboard is that it has like emoji keys, so you can just like press this button and it will do like a crying emoji, and these are in a more like cranberry or like pomegranate color, I would say. So. I think it's also really cute because if you guys can see, it matches my microphone pretty well. So my whole setup is like pink and cohesive. I accidentally typed a bunch of things into my computer because it's also it's like Bluetooth connected. I guess you can tell me which emotion you feel kind of encompasses your mood on syllabus week if you're in university, or just the first week of school if you're not in secondary education yet. But there's like the heart emoji. There's a crying emoji. I hope none of you have to use the crying emoji to describe your first week of school, but it's there if you need it, I guess. There's the happy emoji, and then there's the laughing emoji, and then this key is actually like a custom one, so you can just like set it to whatever you want, I guess. So maybe if these four don't cover it, you can just choose this one. But for me, I would just say like happy, like it was pretty good. I don't know, I can't really complain yet because I don't have any assignments yet, so maybe next week I'll be crying emoji, but hopefully not. Anyways, yeah. purchased this is like not only because it was really cute, but also just because I find that when I'm like sitting at my desk and like working for a while on my computer, I start to just like subconsciously start to like hunch over really bad. Like I turn into like a shrimp posture, and it's really not good for my back and it's not very ergonomic. So I have now a computer stand, and I'm trying to have a more ergonomic setup. So I have the Bluetooth keyboard, and then I have a mouse so that I can like look up at my computer rather than like putting it in front of me and like looking down. So yeah, really trying to start the semester off right, and you know, put my health into consideration. So I encourage you all to do so as well. See if you can make sure that your workspace is like, I guess, free of clutter and comfortable and ergonomic for you to work in, and that's how you'll get your work done the fastest. So yeah, I really like this keyboard. I'm happy I got it. I guess like the theme has really just been like pink stuff so far. So I have this little like stress ball cat thing. It's shaped like a cat. It's really cute. But my roommate actually got it for me because the first one that I had of this, I've had two of these exact same ones, but the first one I had of it, like it just like exploded. So like all of the like filling that's inside of it just like came out. I don't know, I guess it like couldn't handle my particular stress, but like I mean it was good up until it broke, so hopefully this one, oh maybe the other one was just like defective, I'm not really sure. But yeah, so it's nice because you can just like squeeze it. It kind of feels like, I always really like aggressively squeezing Play-Doh, but then I do not like the fact that if you like squeeze it like this, the Play-Doh gets stuck under your fingernails. So I like this because it kind of gives you the same like feeling, but you don't get anything like on your hand because it's just like a, I guess like a, I think it's silicone, or I don't know, it's rubber, like outer shell of the stress ball. But yeah, I still try not to like do this on it because I feel like if my nails are like too sharp by accident, it's gonna like blow up again, so I don't want to do that. But yeah, and look, it like matches this little like flower kind of. This is my lamp from, this is vintage IKEA that my mom got for me from a thrift store. I collect these, so I have a couple more of them. But yeah, I really love the like vintage IKEA lamps. I highly recommend checking out your local thrift store for those particular lamps. I think a lot of people donate them just when they're like transitioning their child's room to like a more like teenage room, or like potentially even like their teenagers wants a more like adult type of room, so then like maybe the mom just like donates all the IKEA children's lamps to Value Village. But no, it's like seriously a gold mine if you're into kind of like I don't know, like cute-ish like room decor style. So I have this one, and then I have I'm pretty sure I have like a star one, and then I think I have like a ladybug and a sun, but then I'm just looking out for the moon one. The moon one is apparently hard to find, or at least that's what my mom said, because she likes to thrift a lot. But yeah. I also just like to have a stress ball when I'm doing my like readings, because then it like gives me something for my like my hands to do while I'm reading. So then I don't need to like, I don't know, I don't lose focus as much, I guess. But But yeah, this is like a really cute, the cat look itself looks really peaceful and serene. It's definitely not stressed at all. So yeah. So I really like that. And then also this little cat thing. This is more like, it's another like ergonomic setup thingy, but you like just put it so that your wrist like rests on it comfortably, and then you're supposed to like type on your computer. But I also use it to like prop up my iPad so that it's at like an angle where I don't have to like crouch over it again. So yeah. But yeah, I think this is pretty cute as well. And it's like squishy too. So there's that one. And then I'm gonna move back a little for this one. But this is my massive like whiteboard calendar thing. I haven't hung it up yet because I guess I just have to go get like some sticky tack or like command hooks or something like that. But yeah, it kind of sounds like a radio store. So it has just like the standard days of the week, but then on the my left, it has you can put like your next month's task, and then you can put your like classes timetable, and then you can put down here exams and assignments. I honestly don't know what special numbers means. I don't know what you're supposed to put there. Special events, and then you can color code your courses, and then just there's a blank space for a note as well, and then it just has the crest of the school there as well. And then the other side has a 4-month option. So this would be like your full semester. So if you like to look ahead more and put like all of your assignments for the whole semester, you can use this side. And then you still have the option to put your timetable as well. That's awfully long. That's very sideways. Okay. Special events and special numbers. Again, don't know what that means. Maybe it's supposed to be phone numbers. I'm not sure. And then notes again, and it says, it feels like I'm reading like a big scroll or something. It says 2014 agenda poster by Craftwell Canada Inc. All rights reserved. Printed in Canada. www.agendaposter.com. So yeah, I'm pretty sure like this is common to like all universities. They probably sell this as well. But I thought it was nice that you could put your class codes and like your actual like course schedules in it. Yeah. And then the final thing that I got every year, when I go to the bookstore to buy my like textbooks and books for my courses, I will also buy like one piece of merchandise from the university bookstore. So when I was in first year, I bought just like a hoodie, and then I've bought also a sweater, like a knit sweater, and then this year I bought again a hoodie. So it's just a nice like cozy light gray. it's kind of like a varsity style, so like the font is very like collegiate lettering. It says University of Toronto, and then it has the little, let me see if I can get this here, it has a little crest as well. Yeah, so this is the school crest. It says in Latin Velo, I think, what is it? Velut Arbor Evo. I forget what that means, honestly. I'm sorry. And then just established in 1827. And then on the sleeve, it has the just collegiate lettering again. And it's embroidered. But not on the other side. The other side is just plain. And then it just has like the normal like kangaroo pockets as well. But yeah, it's very cozy and it has a nice hood as well. So yeah, it's really nice to wear when you're like in the library or in the airport just studying or whatever. Trying to think if I have anything else to show you, but I don't think so. So I think that's gonna be it for this video, you guys, and I wish all of you luck on the first semester and first week back at school. I hope that everything has gone to plan for you, manifesting that you got into all of the courses that you wanted, manifesting that you got into class with your friends, manifesting that you like your teacher's teaching style, and that you were excited for your courses. And if it didn't end up going to plan, or you haven't had the best first week, that's totally okay. And you have, I don't know how many more weeks are left in the semester, but you have a lot of time to have good days, and bad days will happen. It's just part of being a student. But yeah, hopefully at least you can get a good sleep and start tomorrow off right with a nice snack and breakfast. Okay, that's gonna be it. So, goodbye, goodbye. Have good sleep. Sleep well, sleep well, sleep well. Sleep well, sleep well, sleep well, sleep well, sleep well. Sleep well, sleep well, sleep well.